your 2000 Nissan Silvia Spec R.
What's up guys, and welcome back to another video from me, and today we have the second part of the building tuning series for the Nissan Silvia S15, and today this is going to be of course the circuit build for this car, and as you can see we have another one-off custom paint job from Mr. AXT Tempest, so that I think you'll agree looks absolutely fucking mint on this car. Let's have a little look round. I've got loads of custom graphics on there, loads of S2 stuff, loads of stylistic stuff, and it is amazing. I do like his work quite a lot. So if you guys want this paint, just go to AXT Tempest. You can see his game tag there. Search for him on Forza 5 and you will be able to download this paint as well as the paint for the drift one as well. So you can have two paints for the price of, well, not for the price of one because they're all free. So yeah, you can have two paints for the same car. But yeah, we're going to go over the circuit build for this today. This car is an absolute beast. I do love this car quite a lot. It has got quite a lot of power. It is aimed more towards the power tracks as opposed to the handling tracks, and you'll see why in a minute with the build we've got on this, but it does work out really well. Run this on Bathurst a few times and it does, well, me personally I can do two 17s in it, which for me is probably along the lines of probably my fastest being the Ferrari 250 GTO, I think it was, or Testarossa. That's the fastest time, so it's just as fast as that, but that's not to say that handling's been kicked to the curb for that. No, it's still got good handling on it as well. So anyway, we'll go and have a look at this car and we'll go to the upgrade shop, and as we always do, we will start with conversions. So the engine swap we got in this, we've gone for the 5.7 litre V8. In the drift build we went with that one, but for the circuit build we've gone for the V8. Drivetrain swap, we have gone with the stock drivetrain, so it's still rear wheel drive. And aspiration conversion, we have gone with the centrifugal supercharger. So that's all the conversions done. So we'll move across to the engine upgrades. Air filter on this is stock. The fuel system is stock as well. Ignition is stock. Exhaust is race. Let's check the ignition. Did I say the right one? Yeah, that was stock. So I'll zone down toward my own then. Stock cams and valves for the camshaft. Valves are stock valves. Displacement is stock as well. Pistons and compression is stock. Centrifugal supercharger is the sport one. Intercooler is stock. And the oil and cooling, as always, is stock as well. And the flywheel we've got in this is the stock flywheel, so that should be all the engine upgrades, and it should give you 443 horsepower with 442 pound-foot of torque, so just as much torque as it's got horsepower. So we'll have a look and we'll move across to platform and handling. So brakes are race, springs and dampers are race as well, front anti-roll bars are race. Rear anti-roll bars will be race as well. Roll cage is race. And last but not least, we have weight reduction, which is race as well. So all the race upgrades for platform and handling. Drivetrain, clutch is stock. Transmission is stock as well. Now I haven't upgraded the transmission on this. I want to try and save a few PI. You can see if you try and add the race one, it takes us 10 PI over, so we have to lose a little bit of power. So I've left the stock transmission in. And the gear on this car is pretty good. I mean, on the back straight, the big long straight in Bathurst, it gets very near topping out, but doesn't just quite. So on that track, which is probably one of the longer straights, I find it does really well with the gearing as well. So we've gone with a stock transmission. Drive line is the street drive line, and the differential is race. And now we move on to the interesting bits. So tyres and rims. Tyre compound, we have gone with the stock tyre compound. As you can see, if you've gone to race, we are 44 PI over, so that's 44 PI we've been able to spend on power, but not detrimental grip. This car does still handle really well. We'll move on to front tyre width, and now we have upgraded the tyre width on the front, even the stock tyres, on to get that extra little bit of grip out of it. I mean, if you want to be a little bit crazy, you can take that off and you get 10 PI just off the front ones alone, so you probably could add a little bit more power to it. With the rear ones, we've gone with the widest ones we can get as well, and if you take that off, that's another 16, so that's possibly a potential of a 26 PI. You could go with extra power if you wished. If you do try that, let me know how it works out for you, and how it goes. You could add maybe the race transmission and a bit more power. Wheels and rims, I believe we have got the stock wheels on this. Yep, we have, so we can't upgrade the rim size. And finally, air and appearance, we've got a massive amount of bumpers and stuff to choose from, but for the circuit build we went with the race front bumper. I do wish you could have these versions but with race, as opposed to the boring regular bumper with the little fins on. I wish I could have like that bumper with the little fins on and be adjustable, but unfortunately no. So we've gone with the boring looking race front bumper. Rear wing, we've gone with the race rear wing, so we can adjust that. We've gone with the Nismo rear bumper, but again you can pretty much go with whichever ones you want. Quick look, that one looks pretty sweet as well, but I've gone with the Nismo one. Side skirts, I've gone with the Nismo ones as well, but again you can try whichever ones you want, it doesn't make any difference. And the bonnet, we've gone with the C West bonnet, so one with the grooves in again. You can take it off and you get, adds a little bit of weight, so you might be able to change the wheels or something. It adds £5, so you might be able to find some wheels that take £5 off and you change the wheels if you wish. But that should give you the build and the tune. You should be a B600, now we'll have a look at the tune for this. So the tyres are 29.5 and 29 for the rear. Gearing, obviously we can't do anything with that because it's the stock gearbox. Alignment is -2.6 and -2.5. Front toe is 0.1 and rear toe is -0.1. Front caster angle is 5.5. Anti-roll bars are 22.6 for the front and 21.56 for the rear. Springs are 532.1 and 444.3. I'm not too sure with the decimal places. I don't know why we need decimal places on this. It makes it a little bit awkward. And the ride height, front and rear, is dropped as low as we can go at 5.6. Damping, we've got 8 and 8.9 on the front and rear. For rebound and bump, we've got 4.5 for front and 3.2 for rear. Aero is 100 and 200, so we've got that maxed out. A little bit more handling. Braking, I've gone with 47% and 115%, seems to work out fairly well for me, but obviously you guys can change that how you want. And differential, I've gone for 48% and 66%, so you can see that gives you the stats on the left. Apparently good for 173.6 miles per hour. I think I've been up to about 160 in it so far. Braking's not too bad, and the lateral G's is quite good as well. So there you go, guys. That is the build and the tune. We won't be saving any of that because I don't know what I've changed. That's the build and tune, the circuit build and tune for the Nissan Silvia. I'm sure you'll admit it looks pretty fucking awesome as well. So if you guys want to head off and download that, I'm sure AXT Tempest would be very grateful at that. And you get an awesome looking car to boot. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I hope you do pretty well on this. If you do, let me know what track you find it best on. I'll say it is suited for the power tracks, but it'd be interesting to hear if it does any on as well on any other track as well. And I might be trying this out in the public hoppers soon, just see how it fares against other cars as well. So there you go, guys. That's the video for today. I hope you'll enjoy this car quite a lot as much as I do. And until my next video, I'll see you all soon.